Okay, let's talk about why I got a new vehicle. There were two reasons. The first reason was that vehicle, I love it. Awesome. But I had lots of mechanical issues. Other issues that are still lingering that I need to get fixed, but I'm debating on it now. I got hit by a tow truck. That person backed out, hit the truck, hit the side panel, and took off. But the good thing about that is the dealership had cameras, so they caught the person that hit it. So I contacted the tow company. They wanted me to take it like far, far away to fix it. And I did that. I think it was, someone just hit their motorcycle over. Oh well. So it was like a 40-minute drive. So I drove clear down there and got that fixed. And you can probably see it's not the best. It still needs to be buffed out. So if I wanted to, I would have to take it clear back there to get it buffed out. The other thing was a bus hit me. So I was in a turning lane, turning right, just at a standstill. I don't know what the bus was doing, but it got in the same lane I was in because this turning lane was wider, and started turning, and it sideswiped me and scraped that whole panel there. It looked a lot worse when I first saw it, but after a couple washes, I think it washed off all the dust and the scrape marks, made it cleaner, so that looks a lot better. And yeah. And the other reason why I got so that was one of the reasons. The second reason was I wanted a lot of changes. There were things that was in my life that weren't up to par or wasn't that great. So I was in the process of getting better. So it started middle of last year. I was thinking about it. I feel like I need to grow. I need to get a new job. I don't know if that will do it, but there were a lot of things I want to change. So I was thinking massive changes, a lot of changes that need to happen. So I was thinking maybe I need to just reinvent myself, get a new job, get a new vehicle. The vehicle I wasn't planning on this particular one, but I was thinking maybe I need to get rid of that vehicle and just get a new vehicle. But I still actually have that vehicle, so that's still a work in progress. And I need to just grow. So my outlook on life and just socializing more. It was something I always wanted to work downtown. So I'm actually working downtown now. So that was a good change. My second job was a little stressful. There were a lot of changes going on there that I wouldn't say it was the best, but maybe eventually it will actually be beneficial for that company because they were doing a lot of things that didn't make sense. Some managers they were hiring, how they graded just counteracted each other, because someone would say you have to do this, and when you do it at another location, you would get in trouble. So I'm glad that's out of my life right now. I'm debating on going back, but I started with one class, but it ended up to 7 classes. But I always wanted to get rid of it, but the people I coached, I really liked them. That's why I stayed, but that's not a good reason to hold yourself back. If you can see yourself growing elsewhere, I would recommend doing that, because you need to grow to help others, really. So that's out of the way. That's another thing I wanted to change, was that, because I was debating on it, and it might change in the future, but I wanted to get a new job. The vehicle was my last thing I was planning, but I ended up just ordering it and I wouldn't say getting a new vehicle is the smartest thing ever. It's just, part of me, I want changes. So there were a lot of things I was changing out. And yeah, seriously, maybe one day I'll talk about why you should not get a vehicle. It's like a debt that's not worth it. Because once you purchase a vehicle, right, when you drive but it depreciates like crazy. It's not the smartest thing ever. And I would recommend get an old vehicle that gets you from point A to point B. Once it breaks down, just replace it with something old and cheap. But we're not talking about that right now. Okay, and there were a lot of things I want to change. A lot of things. And there are a couple of other things I'm working on. Still have a debt that I have to pay off from the company I closed. And I want to go over all the reasons why I failed, what mistakes I've made. So hopefully you guys can learn from it, and hopefully you guys don't make those mistakes. And if you like stuff like this, I hope you can hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys around.